Hi students, welcome to the video lecture 1 on the topic compressible flow. In today's class we will study what do you mean by compressible flow, what do you mean by expansion and compression of a perfect gas. There we are going to study two processes, one is isothermal process and second one is the adiabatic process. And third we are going to study what are the basic equations of the compressible. So now we'll study compressible flow. So compressible flow is defined as that type of flow in which the density of the fluid it does not remains constant during the flow. Whereas density of the fluid during its flow it changes from point to point. The density of the fluid changes during the flow. The examples of this compressible flow are we can call the flow of gases through the orifices and nozzles where the fluid gets compressed. Next one we can tell that flow of gases in the machines such as compressors. Whenever the fluid is flowing through the compressor, the function of the compressor is to compress the fluid only. So when the fluid is compressed, the density of that fluid it does not remains constant. The density of the fluid it changes. Whereas this density of the fluid when it changes during the flow, so this change in density of the fluid it is in link with the changes in pressure and the temperature. So when the density of the fluid is changed, definitely the pressure and temperature of the fluid is also going to change. Hence, the thermodynamic behavior of the fluids will have to be taken into consideration. So already we have studied the incompressible flow also. So whereas in the incompressible flow, the density of the fluid it remains constant. So generally we can tell that liquids are treated as the incompressible fluids. Where liquids can also be compressed, but it can be compressed to a very little amount and hence it is negligible. So usually the gases are treated as the compressible fluids. Expansion and compression of a perfect gas. So when the expansion and compression of a perfect gas takes place, definitely the pressure, its temperature and density of the gas are going to change. And this change in pressure, temperature and density of a gas, it is brought about by the two processes. So one is isothermal process and second one is the adiabatic process. So we are going to study for both these two processes. So what will be our expansion and compression of the perfect gas. So how it behaves. So first let us study what do you mean by isothermal process. So this is the process in which the gas is compressed or the gas is expanded when the temperature is kept constant. So isothermal process, it is a process where temperature is kept constant. So at constant temperature, the gas it is compressed or it is expanded, and this gas here it obeys the Boyle's law. Already in the laws of gases, gas laws, we have studied this Boyle's law. So Boyle's law, what it states, the pressure of a gas is inversely proportional to its volume when the temperature is kept constant. And this Boyle's law, this is the law which is related to the compression and expansions of the perfect gas. So that is how we will write mathematically the Boyle's law. This is P into V is equals to constant, where V is the specific volume. Already we know that specific volume it is the reciprocal of the density. So this specific volume we have written here P divided by rho, because this specific volume is replaced. It in formula how we will write, it is the reciprocal of the density. It is 1 divided by rho. So for that purpose written here pressure P divided by rho, it is constant. So this is about the isothermal process or the expansion and it may be the compression of a perfect gas. So this is the mathematical equation. adiabatic process. If the compression or the expansion of a gas takes place in such a way that the gas neither gives heat or nor it takes heat from its surroundings, then that a process is said to be adiabatic. So adiabatic process means in which there is no heat to the system or there is no heat giving out from the system. That means the gas, it neither gives heat to the surroundings or nor it takes heat from the surroundings. So such a process, it is said to be adiabatic process. So for adiabatic process, mathematically how we will write this? E into V to the power K is equals to constant, where this V is, again this is specific volume, where P is the pressure of the gas, where K it is the ratio of specific heat at constant pressure to the specific heat at constant volume. So how will indicate K, that is constant? K is equals to specific ratio of specific heat at constant pressure. Cp indicates specific heat at constant pressure, where Cv indicates specific heat at constant volume. And usually this K value is 1.4 for air. It is experimentally derived value, where K is equals to 1.4 constant for air. So this same equation how we will write? Again this P divided by specific volume, it is the reciprocal of the density. So P divided by rho to the power K equals to constant. So this is the equation how we will represent it for adiabatic process. So now we will study, so what are the basic equations of the compressible flows. So whenever the compressible flow is there, so what are the basic equations we are going to study? So here we are going to study four basic equations. One is continuity equation, second one is Bernoulli's equation, or it is also called as the energy equation. Third one we are going to study momentum equation, and fourth one we are going to study equation of the state. So now we will study here one by one. So first we will study continuity equation. So already in the second module, that is kinematics of fluid flow, already we have studied this continuity equation, that is rho into A into V is equals to constant. Already we have studied this continuity equation. Rho into A into V is nothing but mass flow rate per second is constant according to the law of conservation of mass. So the equation which depends on the law of conservation of mass, that is called as the continuity equation. So this continuity equation we have written on the basis of the law of conservation of mass, that is density into area into velocity is equals to constant. So now differentiating this above equation, so let me differentiate this. Differentiation of rho into A into V is equals to 0. So now this equation is in the form of UVW, that is differentiation of UVW. So let me take this rho, I will take it as I will take this rho as outside, then I will differentiate this A into V term, plus now I will take A into V plus differentiation of rho, that will be d rho equals to 0. So now here rho we have taken it outside. So let me differentiate this A into V term here, because we have considered here rho is constant. For that purpose we have taken it here outside. So differentiation of A into V, so A into dV plus, sorry, here A into dV plus V into dA, that is differentiation of A into V term, A into dV plus V into dA, plus this equation I have written here as it is, A into V into d rho equals to 0. Now this equation I have written in this form, rho into A into dV plus rho into V into dA plus A into V into d rho equals to 0. Now dividing the above equation by rho into A into V. This entire equation, it is divided by rho into A into V. So if I will divide this entire equation, see here, rho into A into dV divided by rho AV, rho into V into dA divided by rho AV, A into V into d rho divided by rho into A into V. So here rho A gets cancelled. So my equation remains dV by V plus dA by A plus d rho by rho. So here A into V gets cancelled. So d rho by rho remains. Here also rho into V gets cancelled. dA by A remains. So this is my continuity equation in the differential form. This equation. So this is the Bernoulli's equation. Already we have written for the incompressible flow. This is integration of dP by rho plus V square divided by 2 plus G into Z is equals to constant. So for incompressible flow, whereas incompressible flow where rho is constant. So integration of dP by rho, there we have written for incompressible flow, this equation we have written in the form of P divided by rho. So when the fluid is considered as the incompressible fluid. But here we are going to study the compressible flow. So for compressible flow, this rho is not constant. Rho means density is not constant. So for compressible flow, when density is not constant, then during integration of this equation, then I cannot treat it as constant because it is going to change. Hence this rho cannot be taken outside the integration sign because this rho is not constant. So as with the changes of rho, the pressure P also changes for the compressible fluids. So this change of rho and P, that is change of density and pressure, takes place depending upon the type of process during the compressible flow. So this value of rho from these equations in terms of P which is obtained and it is substituted in this equation. So this Bernoulli's equation again for compressible flow we are going to study for two different processes. So one is for isothermal process and another one is for the adiabatic process. So already we have told this for incompressible flow this rho is constant. So while deriving the Bernoulli's equation from the Euler's equation, we have written there integration of dP, that is P divided by rho. While deriving the Bernoulli's equation, we have assumed that rho is constant and we have treated the flow as incompressible flow. But here for compressible flow, this density is changing. So I cannot consider this rho as constant and I cannot take it outside the integration sign. Then I cannot integrate only dP alone here. I cannot integrate only this change of pressure dP because this pressure P it also changes along with the compressible fluids. As rho changes, this pressure P also changes. That only we have written here. This change of density and pressure P it takes place depending upon the type of process, whether it is an isothermal process or whether it is a adiabatic process during its compressible flow. So for both the processes we are going to calculate this value, that is integration of dP by rho. We are going to calculate the values both for isothermal process and for adiabatic process, and then I am going to substitute the values here and then that will be my final Bernoulli's equation for compressible flow.